Hi guys, it's me, Crystal. I want to talk about one of my favorite ships from one of my favorite movie franchises of all time. Well, if you can't already tell by the title of this video, it's Reylo. Yes, I'm Reylo Trash. They are one of my favorite ships, along with many others from other franchises. I didn't always ship Reylo. When I first saw The Force Awakens, I waited until it came out on DVD to even watch it. Long story short, I liked it a whole lot. Yes. But however, I was conflicted about Kylo Ren, the supposed Darth Vader of the sequel trilogy. It was built out for him to be the bad guy from the start, killing people and destroying villages and planets. With the mask on, it just reminded me of Darth Vader, like a Darth Vader knockoff. But with his mask off, let's face it, he's hot. Even though after when I looked him up, I found out he was married. I was like, nuts. So I really didn't know how to feel about him. On top of that, he kills Han Solo, his own father, which is not okay in my book. But later on in the Force of the Starkiller base, he offers to show Rey the ways of the Force. What kind of villain offers to teach someone the ways of the Force when they're supposed to be evil and not? Why? So I went to YouTube to seek other reviews and see what they have to say about the movie. It was then that I saw the videos that talked about the ship of Reylo. I was like, being a scientist that I am, because I was a science major in college. I looked into them and I realized they made sense. The more videos I watched, the deeper I got into the ship. I just couldn't get enough. There was this trilogy, a set of, there was these 3 videos by this YouTuber called Vincent that talks about the Reylo theory that really intrigued me. I will put the links down to those videos down below in the description box, if you want to check them out later after this video. But something I noticed in those 3 videos, that was when he talked about how Rey and Kylo are possibly the yin-yang of the Force itself. And it kind of reminded me of the concept of a gray Jedi that from a video I already previously saw. And he also talks about it in his videos himself. It basically says that one person has to have the qualities of the light side and the dark side in order to have that balance. Kind of like a yin-yang. Because if you ever noticed, the original trilogy ended with the good guys winning. But the prequel trilogy ended with the bad guys winning. It was never a balance. And when I went to go see The Last Jedi, and I actually went to see it in the theaters because I couldn't wait. I like that one too. Tell you the truth, I just love Star Wars to begin with. Well, with the exception of 2 movies, but I'll get those into them in a later video. The Last Jedi was the movie for Reylo shippers. It went deeper in terms of their quote-unquote relationship, if you can even call it that. Including the Force bond that developed, initiated by Snoke, the main baddie. But the only question that came out of that entire movie for me was, if the bond was formed by Snoke, wouldn't it have been severed when he got killed? I was absolutely so confused about that one. How anyone could answer that. As I figured out later on, it wouldn't be severed. AKA, it would be permanent until death. When the Rise of Skywalker came out last month, I really wanted to go see how it would end it all. But I had to wait another month to go see it because I didn't have the money, and I wanted to make sure there wasn't many people going. And also my my late father's my father's birthday was this month, so I wanted to go see it in his memory. Lord rest his soul. And what I'm going to talk about now is a major spoiler for anybody who has not seen The Rise of Skywalker yet, but I highly doubt it, but there are some people who haven't seen it yet. So, you have been warned. Let's just say I was right about it being permanent. However, what I thought was just a force bond, it was in fact a force dyad, meaning that two force-sensitive people are tied together by the force and can see and talk to each other over great distances. And it could also be considered to have they also could be considered to have one soul. Kind of like soulmates, but not really. Reylo in this movie was hyped in my case because I already knew Kylo Ren would be redeemed and die at the end. I also knew that there would be a Reylo kiss scene. I was just so excited to see how it all would have turned out. Of course, I did not expect to find out that Palpatine was alive after being supposedly dead for 30 some odd years. And I say 30 years because it was 30 years, like 30 some odd years, it was 30 years between the events of The Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. But you don't know how many years have gone by since then. It's like 30 some odd years. Like, also, I was not expecting Rey to be his granddaughter either. But I like how Rey chose to have the last name of Skywalker from her past mentors, Luke and Leia, despite having the Palpatine blood flowing through her veins. Like, this shows how she can make a life for herself and not have to be associated with her evil grandfather. Like, prior to going to see the Rise of Skywalker, I had predicted that Rey would not be part of any main force-sensitive family. You know, Skywalkers, Kenobi, Palpatine, any other one of them. I just thought that she was from a family where she was genetically prone to being force-sensitive. Because it happens. I actually didn't really think of anything of it. I was totally taken aback when it was revealed to Rey that she is the granddaughter of Palpatine. Like, however, there have been some videos I have watched where some people were finding evidence that Rey was a Skywalker, a Solo, a Kenobi, or a Palpatine. Those videos were out there. But I was like, nah, I didn't think it was possible for her to be a Kenobi or a Palpatine, because you never really see them with anybody to even have any kids. Like, so I actually limited my mind to who Rey could have been related to based on bias and pure hate for Palpatine, because I did not like him whatsoever. Well, that's all for today's video, folks. Don't forget to check out the video links in the description below and check out my other videos on my channel. If you like my videos, subscribe and share them with your family and your friends and family. If you like this video and would like more stuff like this, don't forget to leave a thumbs up or a comment below what content you would like, and I will see what I can do. Don't forget to stay safe and be Gucci. Bye!